What's up, y'all? This is Butter.
What's up? It's Got Trap Comedy. You see where we at. You see what we doing.
Central Park, live on deck. This is No Filter. Like, subscribe, and share the content. Get in the comment section. Today, let's talk about Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James.
What happened with Stephen A. and LeBron?
Evidently, Stephen A.'s been, commenting on LeBron, and his little Bronny saying he's not NBA worthy, and LeBron put all this pressure on him, and all of these things.
I did hear something. I didn't see it.
It's a fine line. I understand LeBron's point of view because that's his child, and he has to go home and he has to see what the world is telling his son he's no good, and he has to really live in it and see his son's doubts and all that. So I get the protecting of him. But he's also your teammate, and he's an athlete. And he's open to criticism as an athlete.
I thought something else happened. I seen that. And Stephen A. would always, because Stephen A. does what Stephen A. do.
He does.
So now it's affecting the boy's mental as well as his.
But I don't know if it's affecting him because Stephen A., for his credit, never spoke about him when he was in high school, never went to see his games, didn't talk about him when he was at college unless he talked about his unfortunate situation when he had the health issue. So as a professional, he covers professionals, so he has to talk about it.
So they're saying LeBron was wrong for approaching him in the middle of a game?
I wouldn't say he's wrong. I mean, they had history, so I think he should have, talked to him in the hallways or something, or maybe, sent somebody to the stands like, yo, LeBron want to talk to you after the show. But he also probably got all these years of Stephen A. nitpicking at him for 22 years, and finally his son was the trigger. I heard someone mention that on another podcast, that his son was just the trigger.
Well, what I don't like about it is, right, is on both ways, right? I'm tired of nobody slapping Stephen A. right? But I also like how Stephen A. pushes the buttons. Because Stephen A. he might have been bullied all his life in school.
It's a possibility.
Because he bothers the bullies. He gets to the guys. He goes to Dre. He talks. He don't get you fired because guys be like, oh, Stephen A. said something and he got me in trouble. No, Stephen A. went to bat for a lot of these guys that do a lot of dumb stuff later. So it's good and bad about Stephen A. But why should we as also, listen, on the Stephen A. side, why should we as people that pay for the ESPN package, the NBA package, looking for something next to come, be stuck at home, gotta watch the last 5 minutes because the Lakers is up or down, Bronny play. He's no good.
I'm not gonna say that. I like Bronny.
Bronny's no good medically because he had a heart attack in school, stroke, cardiac or something, and he went right back out. And then they sent him to USC and he barely scored 6 points a game.
Well,
and then you go straight to the Lakers?
No, to his credit, he's a guard.
I know a dope fiend right now in the projects. He can shoot 30 on 30. He should be playing with the Knicks.
To Bronny's credit, he went to USC. They already had a kid named Boogie Ellis, who was a McDonald American a few years ago, who was transferred. He was already the guard who was there before the #1 recruit Isaiah came, and then Bronny came. Both of them all played guard. Isaiah was out a few games, and Bronny had his health scare. When he came back, the team was already established, and who was the leader in this, that, and third. He had to just fit in.
But the girl, Juju better than Bronny.
Nah, I'm not going to do
Juju
that.
better than Bronny.
I'm not going to do that.
Juju better than Bronny.
I'm not going to do that.
Juju
Bronny
better
is
than
good.
Bronny. But I would say one thing I would say, and if LeBron came 7 feet standing over me right now, I have to say it. Your son is a man. Not only is he a man, he's experienced things in his life that you would never experience. You know why?
Right.
He has something to fall back on outside of NBA. He went to school. You had an easy walk.
That
you might have helped
school
him.
is not in school.
But the boy went to school. He had a college experience.
He got 6
LeBron
credits.
didn't go to no college.
No, he didn't. But his son didn't do anything more specific.
He had
only got like
experience.
6. But he got 6 credits. He only played when you only got to play. You only got to pass enough classes in the first semester to be eligible for the second semester. You don't even have to go back to school.
No, but
once you got eligibility for the second semester, then you don't have to go back and so he don't have to go to school like that.
No, but what I'm saying is that he got an education out the deal, though. He went to school. He went
to a couple of classes.
He could go back.
So can Bron, and he'd probably go back. But what I'm saying about this is, what y'all gonna say if he has a growth spurt? Because it's not too late. This kid's only 19 years old.
I mean,
maybe
people
20.
are still talking about your dad can't keep running to take up for you how his mom took up for LeBron when niggas was talking about him.
No, but that's what a parent does. You have kids. I don't have kids, and I can see me, and talking about. But at the same time, I'm a little upset at Bron because that was Stephen A.'s moment. He had just signed a $100 million contract. Salute to Stephen A. Setting the benchmark now, and that money gonna have to go up for everybody who's in that realm. So I respect that for him being in the forefront. He did a lot for the industry. I'm not gonna take that. Stephen A. is the epitome of sports media. LeBron is the epitome of basketball. So now you got Titans clashing. I'm not 100% on Braun's side, and I'm not 100% on Stevens. I'm kind of divided because as a father, I understand where he came from. I don't have kids, but I understand the need to protect.
But yo, as a dad though, how do you show your child how you check something in the right way?
Yeah,
you didn't have to check
part,
Stephen A in the middle of half court.
Yeah, he could have did it different. I said I'm 100% in agreement with that. He could have did it totally different. He could have had one of his peoples go just say, yo, Braun gonna get at you at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? But maybe Braun felt like, I've been wanting to get at him for a while.
He slapped Stephen A. Smith, Nike, everything's over with.
He's here. I've been wanting to get at him, and and now that I see him, I need to address this, because if I don't, I'm gonna be, not focused on the game. I don't know, but
yeah, might have been bothering him.
It could have went a lot of ways, but I hope that they get a chance to sit down as adults and get past what everybody else is saying in the internet world and sit down like two black powerful men.
If not, just throw some tickets next time the Knicks come play LA, and we talk with y'all, we mediate it.
But I would like to see them two powerful black men in their position, level it up, get back on program, whether they friends or nothing, have respect for what each other's accomplished, and get past it. But that's just our little tidbit on the LeBron and Stephen A. Smith. Both great men. Salute to both of them. And we out.
We out. No filter.